new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Today I thought I would share with y'all what I'm planning to do for my Easter. We're going to do a little bit of Easter prep today. I'll be sharing with you what my menu is going to be for Easter. It's not a traditional Easter meal. We usually have like ham and mac and cheese and stuff like that. And I was talking to my husband because we're actually doing it here at our home. I said, why don't we try something a little different? We always do like ham and mac and cheese and stuff for like Thanksgiving and for Christmas and Easter usually. So I said, let's try something a little bit different. So we're gonna do like an Easter brunch, and I'm going to make, I think I'm going to make like a breakfast potato that I can do in the crock pot, because we will have morning service at church and stuff, and then his family will come over here and we'll eat. And so I didn't want to leave like a ton of stuff to do when we get back from church. So I thought that would be easy to put some like breakfast potatoes in the crock pot. And then I'm going to do like a egg bake, like you bake these eggs in the oven and you do like eggs and cottage cheese, bacon, and cheese and stuff like that in a 9x13 pan and just bake it. So we're gonna be doing that. Then I'm gonna do a crescent roll, like cheese Danish, where you just do like a layer of crescent rolls and then you do like a cream cheese mixture and then you do another layer of crescent rolls. We make that a good bit and put like a cinnamon sugar powder on top, and that's really good. I will share all the recipes down below if you're interested in trying any of those. We are gonna be doing the breakfast bake, and then, like I said, the cheese Danish, and then I'm gonna make homemade biscuits and sausage gravy. Now my homemade biscuits, I had thought about just buying like the frozen Grand's ones and making my life a little bit easier, but then my husband was like a little disappointed that I wasn't making homemade biscuits. So I said, okay, I'll make some homemade biscuits, because the rest of the stuff is really easy. It's not gonna be hard. My mother-in-law is bringing some cooked bacon, because the kids really enjoy that, and they're bringing like juice and stuff to go with it. And then I am going to make some like strawberry shortcake little cups, because I was trying to think of like a fruit that I could do that would be kind of a dessert as well, that's like light. I didn't want something real sweet and sugary. We will end up having my son's birthday cake later in the day, so I kind of wanted to stick with something that was a little bit lighter. So you do like a strawberry shortcake, and then you just layer it with some fresh strawberries, and then you make your own whipped cream. It's super easy. I may get to make some today, I may not. But we are going to make a dessert today that is like an Easter related dessert. My son, like I said, it's his birthday party this weekend, so I thought I would make them like a fun little dessert that was kind of Easter related. And so you use like Cadbury eggs and whipped cream and things like that. So it's not hard, and we're gonna share those in this video today. And then I also am going to be doing a tablescape in my dining room for Easter as well. My husband's family will be coming over for Easter, and so I kind of wanted to do like a cute little setup in there for Easter. A little bit more. I've had like a cute little centerpiece with a bunny for the last probably 2 months, but I wanted to do something more Easter related since they're going to be here for Easter meal, and so we're going to do that today as well. And we're just going to be using things that I have on hand. I didn't buy anything except for some dollar plates to set on there. To just add some cute like pastels and stuff like for Easter, because I really didn't have like any plates or anything I could use. I'm just using chargers and plates that I already had on hand, and even some cute little like egg napkin rings that I thrifted a few years ago. And so it's going to be really cute. So if you are not subscribed, I would love to have you join my channel. And if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up. That really helps my channel out, helps YouTube to push my channel out to more people, and I would really appreciate it. I think we're going to start with our table setting first, and then we'll maybe make the dessert, or whichever one I get to. Usually my little girl Bella helps me with all like the cooking and stuff, and she was actually going to, but my husband had to go somewhere and she went with him. So she's not here to help me today. So if you come to my videos to see Bella, I'm sorry, it's just going to be me today. But she does love helping me do like fun desserts and everything. So usually she's my little helper in the kitchen. So this is what happens when you buy things ahead of time, when you have kids. It may not make it to when you actually need it. But I think there's enough still in here for what we gotta do. But these are just those Cadbury mini eggs, and we're gonna use those on our little dessert. They're already open, so of course I had to try one, and they are good. I don't know that I've ever actually had those. But I don't think I've ever actually had the Cadbury mini eggs. That might be the first time I've had those. They don't taste like something I've ever had before. Although they do kind of remind me of like a malted, like, you know, those, what are those things called? Those like malted eggs that you can buy? Whoppers. Although the inside doesn't have like a Whopper. I don't know. Don't ask me. I just know I've never had those before, and they are really good. I did want to share with you before we start, I picked up these cute like little dessert cups. The ring light's probably going to mess it up, but I picked up from 50 cents from the thrift store. And then we're going to be making our cute little dessert in these. I thought they'd be so cute because you're going to be able to see, you know, the layers. So I only picked up 5 of those. I vaguely remember my mom used to have some like this, and she would make like cute little mousses and things like that for us kids every once in a while, just like as a little treat. Because we never, because I was part of a big family, we never ate out much, and we didn't go to like all the special things because we couldn't afford to. So my mom and dad were always really good about like holidays, and I can remember one year, and I gotta share this, we wanted to go to the fair really bad because everybody was going to the fair. But again, there was so many of us, we couldn't, you know, afford to go to the fair. But my mom and dad spent hours downstairs in our basement setting up like little concession stands, like little game areas where you can like, you know, throw the pin on the bottle, the ring on the bottle, ring toss. And just all the different things. They set up all the little different stations like a fair. And that's just how creative my mom and dad was. They always made everything so special for us kids. Even though we did miss out on things, I feel like we didn't miss out because they always went above and beyond to make it special for us kids. So I had every intention of getting this video out to y'all before Easter, and I filmed it and everything. I was going to get it out on Friday or Saturday, but my son's 13th birthday party was over the weekend, so I chose to just be present with him and spend time with him and not spend hours editing a video. But the recipes in this video, everyone really liked all the breakfast recipes, so I'll link them in the description box below. And then this one you could definitely make with whatever candies you wanted to. You could use Reese's, Snickers, you know, Butterfingers, whatever, and it would still be good anytime as well. So hopefully if you'll still enjoy this video and just come and hanging out with me for the day. There's some fun traditions that y'all do with your family for Easter. My family still goes to my grandparents for Easter, and my grandma makes buckwheat cakes for Easter now. Years ago she used to do the ham meal and all of that, and she started a few years, probably, oh gosh, it was before I got married, so it's been more than a few years. She got married, I got married, I've been almost married 15 years, and she was doing it before I got married. So she's been doing it for a lot of years, I should say, where she does buckwheat cakes. And I'm telling you what, Grandma makes the best buckwheat cakes. If you've never had buckwheat cakes, you don't know what you're missing out on, but she makes them so good. And she makes buckwheat cakes and like sausage gravy and biscuits and stuff, because some of my family doesn't really care for buckwheat cakes. But she makes really good ones. And so that's what they do. And then my grandpa, I don't know if he's still able to do it, but my grandpa used to always hide eggs for all the grandkids to find. And it was so funny because he hid them so well. Sometimes he wouldn't find them till like years later. He'd be cutting grass and he'd still be finding eggs. It was hilarious. So yeah, that's some of my fun traditions growing up. Of course, we always went to church. Being from West Virginia, we, on Easter Sundays, a lot of times we would actually have snow. Especially if Easter was earlier than it, you know, sometimes they'll be later and towards the ends of the month, or like even into May, and we would have snow. We would have these beautiful spring dresses, you know, new sandals and all that stuff. And then we would open up our windows, open our blinds in the morning, and the ground would be covered with snow. So here we would be wearing these really pretty new Easter outfits, usually that my mama made, that she would stay up hours making. And then we would have these big snow boots on. We were so mad about it. So yeah, us girls would be appalled that we had to wear, you know, our winter boots, snow boots, with our brand new Easter outfits. It was so upsetting. But it did happen a lot, especially coming from West Virginia. There was a lot of times where it did not feel like Easter because we would still have winter going on there. We're gonna make our whipped cream, and I'm just gonna use 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. And then we're gonna add a 1/3 cup of sugar. Just gonna add on my whisk. And you're gonna mix this until it forms like You're gonna mix this until it forms like stiff peaks. And then we're gonna separate it, and we're going to do half with some cocoa and some regular. So I'm just adding this Pioneer Woman runner that I've had for several years. The other side has a lot of colorful like florals on it, but it's double-sided, so I'm able to use just the blue side. And then I added this wood riser, and we're also going to put on a picture that I thrifted and some Amazon tulips, and then these little beaded flowers or whatever you want to call them. I got these from, I think, Michael's years ago. I've had her for a lot of years. And then the My Texas House little bunny that I got earlier this year. And then I'm also adding in a little vase that I thrifted and a vase from Shein. And we just added some little candles. I believe those candles are from Dollar Tree. And then this cross, I believe, is from Dollar Tree. I've had it for several years, so I'm not 100% sure on that one. And then this little plate stacker, I got this from Amazon. It came in like a light colored wood color, but I didn't want that, so I did like painted it white. And then I'm adding in some little plates that I thrifted. And that's pretty much going to be it for our centerpiece for our Easter table. I picked these little ferns out in our out in the woods, and I'm just going to add those to this plate at our little cross that we made.